What is going on, you guys? It is your boy King Voss, and I'm back with another Michael Jackson reaction. This is Chicago 1945. Highly anticipated reaction on the channel, guys. If you guys are moonwalkers, if you guys love Michael Jackson the way I do, make sure you guys turn on those post notifications and you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys are commenting down below. And guys, please subscribe to the channel. 50% of my audience is unsubscribed. So 50% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel still. So guys, please subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go.
Chicago, 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 Chicago. Chicago, 1945. Cubs lost that year, but Al Capone was found alive. The search for the days deep in the suburbs of the night, when they found him alive, alive. Young girl, the
I love that suspense that they put on the beat. That dun, 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 that adds the suspense to the song. This sound like, I see a lot of people saying this sounds like the Thriller era, or this should have been on Thriller 40, or it's, it sounds like Off the Wall era. But to me, this sounds like Thrad era. This sounds like in between, it's like 86, 85, in between the Bad and the Thriller era. It sounds Thrad to me. I don't know about y'all, but I know I got a lot of criticism when I said that before. Sunset Driver, I said, oh, this sounds like it could be on the Thriller album. Oh, what is wrong with you? This blah, blah, blah. I got crucified in the comments, and it was on Thriller 40. So, whatever.
in his first people gather around, asking in the sun. Three girls disappeared on a cold windy night, never to be found again, never to be found again. So who's on the mystery of Chicago night?
Michael Jackson, you can tell he loved these criminal themed songs like Smooth Criminal, Al Capone, Blue Gangsta. He loved he loved the gangsters of the world. He loved like that scene of the 40s, 30s, the 20s through the 40s. He loved that scene. You know what I mean? You could just tell he has so many unreleased gangster themed songs that could have been bona fide hits. But I kind of get it because he didn't want to flood, I think he didn't want to overshine Smooth Criminal because it was such a classic. And when you think gangster theme song, the general public automatically refers to Smooth Criminal. They don't think of Al Capone, or they're not going to think of this song or Blue Gangster. But I do think all his gangster theme songs deserve their flowers because he is so great at recreating that era and that scene of just like the gangster movement in Chicago. He's really good at doing that in his music, and a lot of people, well, nobody's really attempted it besides Michael, but he's the best at that. He's the best. I like how he's incorporating actual events that happened around that time era. He talked about DiMaggio, the baseball player, Al Capone, the gangster, the Cubs, another baseball team, because baseball was big in the 40s and the 30s. That was like America's sport. Baseball overshined football, and basketball wasn't even a fucking thing. It was just being established in America, and I love how he's like incorporating a lot of like actual things that not probably, but really happened. Like like Frank DiMaggio, I forgot his name, but he's a baseball player. DiMaggio was actually, I believe, he was. I think he was Michael Jordan's dad's favorite baseball player. It's Michael Jordan's favorite baseball player, I believe, too. So it's really cool that he's incorporating all those facts in there.
So much is going on.
Like I'm from Chicago, so he's even putting the Chicago Tribune in there, and everybody don't know, but the Chicago Tribune is the newspaper in Chicago. So it's really cool to see him put those little tiny details that only somebody that's lived here or lived close to Chicago, because Gary, Indiana is not far from Chicago at all. Gary is closer to the city of Chicago than it is to the city of Indianapolis. Gary is kind of like on the border of like Illinois and Indiana. If anybody that lives in the Midwest and anybody lives in Illinois, you know what I'm talking about. Gary is closer to Chicago than it is Indianapolis. So of course Michael is going to be more familiar with the city of Chicago than and a lot of his songs, like Jam, was filmed in the warehouse in Chicago. Then you got the Chicago song that was released on Escape. I think it was originally recorded in '98. You know what I mean? So Michael knows a lot about Chicago. Not to mention, Al Capone lived in a suburb. It's called Chicago Heights, which is lucky if it's 10 minutes from my house. I live in a suburb that's close to the Chicago Heights area. But back in those days, Chicago Heights was just all Italian mafia people living there. And Al Capone's house still sits to this day in Chicago Heights. Go figure, Alright guys, if you guys are Moonwalkers, fans of the King of Pop himself, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Keep subscribing, turn on those post notifications, comment down below. It's your boy King Voss, and I'm out of here. I'll see you in the Voss Chronicles episode 4. If you guys don't know what the Voss Chronicles are, the Voss Chronicles is a podcast by me and my friend Cody. We talk about real life topics. We talk about a little bit of everything. We talk about music. We talk about sports. We talk about everything in the Voss Chronicles. Guys, go check out a playlist that I made of the Voss Chronicles episode 1 through 4. No, 1 through 3. 4 is not out yet. Stay tuned, guys.